is Packaging Today with Evelio Mattos, Adam P, and Cory Connors.
Hey, thanks, Charlie. Thanks for putting us up there today. All right, what do we got going on, guys? It's Labor Day. Who's going into labor?
Oh, not it.
Oh, funny story about that, actually. My daughter turns 12 tomorrow. No, 2 days. And no, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And she was born on Labor Day. So my wife was in labor on Labor Day and gave birth on Labor Day. So happy birthday, Shea, and happy gave birthday to my wife.
Nice.
We do know, however, that lots of people have the day off, and Charlie does not seem to. Well, he's here, I think.
Yes, allegedly.
He's not doing his job again. I had asked for coffee. Still nothing.
He brought it to me.
That's
not fair.
That is not. Listen, everybody, if you're watching this, and if you have any complaints about the show, please email charlie@incasemedia.com, ENCASE media.com, and he will respond maybe.
Always hit up Charlie for the complaints.
Send everything to Charlie, please. Well, this is fun. I'm excited. We're either going to have nobody or a lot of international people who are like, what is Labor Day? And what
we already have 3.
Yeah, we got 3 people commenting already. We got Kamal. We got Cooperage. We got Fern. We got Nicole. Thank you guys for joining us. Let us know where you're joining us from and how much fun it is to not have Labor Day.
And if you're here's the deal. We know that you are super committed if you are watching in the US from the Pacific or the Mountain time zone, because that means you are awake early on a federal holiday and you are logged in and you are watching a packaging show. You, my friends, are the true superheroes and the real packaging nerds. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
there it is. Charlie. Okay.
Charlie@incasemedia.com.
Yeah, we got Fern coming in from LA.
Hey, Fern. That is dedication, my man.
That's right.
Good job, Fern.
Yeah.
We got Triette from Vietnam. We got Massimiliano from Italy. Wow. It was awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You are the best with names. You are the true international host of this show.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for you because my Utah, Colorado existence.
We got Himanshu coming in. Love it. Awesome. So what do we got? Real quick, we got a ton of stuff. We got first, who we got up here? We got Adam Peak, packaging pastor on the TikToks. He's also host of People of Packaging podcast.
Oh, where's the logo?
And yeah, let me throw that up here. Hang
on. All right,
give
us the logo.
Put the logos up, Charlie.
There we go. There we go.
Boom. We got Cory Connors at Corrugated on the TikToks and host of Sustainable Packaging podcast. And then you got me, Evelio Mattos, host of Packaging Unboxd.
Other way, Cory, other way.
I did it.
Oh, our screens are different?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's really.
I don't know. Am I doing this way?
There. No, you're so off. You would be trading on Brady Bunch pointing of live
of where this goes.
That's too much labor for today.
That's fair.
Oh, we got my buddy Stefano from Milano. This guy's a genius. Stefano's a Flexo master.
Nice.
So,
well, he's a genius. He's watching us.
That's right. We got Fred Richards from the Hive Company.
What up, Freddie?
That was like magic.
Can we call him Freddie or just Fred?
Fred.
Okay, I took some liberties there, and I just went with Freddie.
And Fern, thanks so much, guys. And no, we don't take anything off.
No,
we take it all off. Speaking of taking it all off,
hey,
all right.
Yeah, let's transition to the news.
Boom. Right, that's right. Get into the news, man. This thing is hot, super hot.
I got my coffee, by the way, courtesy of
nice.
HP.
Hewlett Packard. Wow.
And Charlie.
No, he's useless.
Not Charlie.
Mine says People of Packaging. You ever heard of that podcast, Evelio?
I've heard it's the
No,
best.
it's the worst.
Wow, you guys are harsh today.
Boom. All right. So, here's this thing, man. Is there's a full recall on Paw Patrol snacks because the website on the packaging displays porn when you go to it. And this happens. This isn't the first time. It's probably not gonna be the last time. But a lot of times, if you're a packaging designer out there and you're putting stuff together, you're given all the copy. You assume the copywriter. You assume your marketing manager has vetted everything, and they're assuming that the people in charge of all the links, whoever it is, whoever's managing that, made sure that the URLs are paid for and they haven't lapsed. Because once they lapse, whoever hosts those will display whatever ads they want on there, and somebody can come in and pick it up. And that's kind of what's happened here. Is these Paw Patrol snacks have a link on there, and they're asking everybody, please don't open up the links, which means everybody's going to open up the links. And it shows up with a bunch of porn images and porn links. Paw Patrol is one of Charlie's favorites. Has this ever happened to anybody? Has this ever happened to you guys? Like where you've posted maybe you've printed something that had a typo on it or printed something inappropriate?
I remember one time in college, I was in a computer class. We used to have classes for computers back then, in the long time ago times.
They just played Oregon Trail the whole time.
Yeah, we played Oregon Trail, and our professor asked us to go to whitehouse.com.
Oh, I remember that.
Instead of whitehouse.gov, and it was not appropriate even for a bunch of 18-year-old kids in a school. So just FYI, watch your websites. Yeah, watch your links.
I also think it's a general reminder of the fact that there are some really deranged people out there who are like, oh, we are going to acquire this website link.
Right. The second we can.
And we know who's going there, right? Are either kids and or parents with young kids. It's like, what possible, I don't know. It's just another reminder of like, there's just some messed up people in the world, and we've got to be very careful about who owns the property that we claim to own, because you don't assume the worst. It might be somebody like Charlie who's just not going to do anything with it.
Right.
Because he doesn't even know how to build a website. He can hardly fill up coffee. But it could be somebody really terrible who's going to try to drive your kids to a horrible porn site. So it's a great, so Evelio, I mean, you've done way more packaging design, like actual design, and been a part of that with designers. When you're talking about this process, this certainly is not the designer, right? I mean, is it ultimately that person, or is this like somebody in compliance or copyright or legal, or somebody's got to check the website? Okay.
It's a team, right?
Yeah. Depending on what your workflow is, or just the amount of time that you've got to actually design something, like that probably was knocked out pretty quickly, right? I mean, that Paw Patrol stuff is like just slap on the images. It's already like templated, copy paste stuff in there, and then move on.
Yeah.
It was probably actually designed by the company that produces them, or produces the packaging and the biscuits or whatever goes in there. So not a whole lot of time goes into designing that. And I'm sure the designer's not checking all the URLs on Paw Patrol stuff. They're just like, this is a licensed product. All the information is being handed to us by Paw Patrol. So there's really no reason to check it.
And also though,
if your name's going on it, you should be checking it.
Right. But also this could have been a totally normal site when it was approved. I mean, these are shelf stable snacks that have a 1-year shelf life. I'm sure there wasn't a whole lot of people who, and it's a good reminder to check this, but it could have been, yep, this is the site, this is what pulls up, we're good to go, sign off, let's roll with it. And then 9 months later, it lapsed, and then somebody grabbed it, and it's like, oh no, we got to find everywhere that has this, because it's on a bunch of other products now too, because it was fine yesterday and now it's not.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Most of the time.
It's crazy. I mean, they're recalling, thousands upon thousands of these products. So
I'm curious at what point we've talked about this before, but the Twix changeover from Twitter to X, when that logo change is going to happen, how many people will feel the need to update their packaging, or does the Twitter icon, the old bird, does that still carry?
Still work.
Everyone kind of knows, like, it's fine. If we add X to this, it's not going to change. I
Gosh,
feel like
that's a good
that
point.
bird has enough cultural brand, cultural cachet that people aren't going to feel some compelling need to
Yeah.
change over their packaging, right?
Well, I mean, even Twitter hasn't changed everything yet. So if you click on Twitter, if you click a link on Twitter, on X, the Twitter window still pops up before the
Yeah.
link shows up. So it still has the Twitter logo in there, and it still says Twitter something something in there, which I noticed the other day, which I thought was kind of interesting.
It wouldn't surprise me, by the way. This is totally outside of the purview of our show, but we're not exactly professionals yet, so I'll just go there. It would not surprise me to see X become like Alphabet and the Twitter brand come back under
that makes
X,
sense.
because he's building out. I mean, they're starting to try to do live calls now in between. That was just announced, where you can just call people, which seems terrifying. I don't want people calling me on Twitter.
Wow.
Well, it's trying to become what do they call it? Not WhatsApp, but WeChat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to look at my phone, see what the app was called. Yeah, it's trying to become WeChat, where you can shop and
on your phone, because you're the international person.
That's right.
You have WeChat. I do not.
Yeah, man. All right. So what are we talking about today? We got we're 15 minutes deep. We talked about Charlie. We talked about porn. Now let's get to some packaging.
I want to talk about crackers real quick. I heard a story about shelf stable Adam mentioned before, where the ingredients of the product are now being put into the packaging instead of the product, because it's illegal to put it in the product. I'm talking about a preservative called BHT that a certain brand is using in their bags now, which has been proven to not be the most healthy ingredient. Rather than put it in the cracker, they're putting it in the pouch that the crackers go in, so it will be shelf stable for longer. Now, I think that's a pretty scary trend, that the packaging will be coated with something that's unhealthy.
Wow, you talking about Wheat Thins?
Yes.
I'm gonna call them out.
Yeah.
Wheat Thins, Triscuit. Yeah, that's crazy. It's all over. It's all over the news, but it's been around for a while. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's something that needs to be made aware. People need to know that this is happening. I'm not a scientist. I haven't studied the material itself, but I think it's a trend that needs to be public knowledge, especially on a show like this.
So my question, I kind of go there with this is, so what happens if they just like hard cut over, take this out?
Yeah.
Does that mean that Wheat Thins and Triscuits can no longer be produced? And if we go yes, that's worse than
well said, Fern. I think it's a simple transition.
There would be an argument to be made that the social impact of porn is leading to some pretty drastic, horrible things in the psyche and the general economic conditions of the world. However, let's stick to this particular topic. I won't go too past her. I'll stay packaging. So let's say Triscuits and Wheat Thins, nope, can't do it. You got to go back to the drawing board. You can't have this in there. We're going to cut it out. So no more of that product. I think about like these decisions can't be made in a vacuum, right? So if that's the case, how many people lose their jobs? Like, who have nothing to do with this? They're just brand marketers, they're packaging designers, there's packaging manufacturers, there's people who sell bags and all this stuff. Like, I'm not saying that's the reason to keep doing it, obviously. However, is this a phase? Like, is this particular thing? I'm not a chemist either. Is this particular thing so terrible for the human being, that it should be never have passed FDA, it shouldn't be
Right.
consumed? Or is it like, this is bad, we need to get it out, put it in the packaging so that you can continue making it, but you got to figure out an alternative here, because long term we got to get rid of this thing? Like, is this a stage to get rid of it, or is this just like, well, we'll just do the same thing, slap it in the packaging and call it good? I genuinely don't know, because I haven't even read anything about it. I'm just reacting live to the
See,
information.
I've done my research. I've just Googled it.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
yeah.
AskJeeves.com.
That's right. According to WebMD, BHT is an antioxidant. Besides using it to preserve vegetable oil, it's also used as a medical treatment for genital herpes.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, some people say if
This
you eat
explains-
Triscuits, you're good.
That explains why I've never had genital herpes. So I eat a lot of Triscuits.
A lot of Triscuits. Yeah, it's used for the treatment of cold sores, genital herpes, and AIDS.
Gosh.
While small doses of BHT are generally considered safe for consumption, even beneficial, the danger lies in long-term exposure to large quantities of the chemical. So, the issue, I'm no expert. I've just Googled. It sounds like this, the real danger comes to the people that are working and producing this product, right? And producing the plastics that are treated with this in order to preserve the,
True.
the foods. It doesn't sound like it's been in the foods, but like these are articles from 2011 when they were complaining about taking it out. This is probably the most recent one here.
They used to be. It used to be in food. It used to be in certain cereals and crackers, and they had to take it out. The box
General
that
Mills
I
took it
saw,
out.
the box that I saw last night had a warning on the box that said, "Packaging contains BHT."
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're putting it on the box. It was right there at the bottom of the ingredients list.
So had the packaging always contained BHT then?
No, that used to be in the crackers. Is my
or the cereal.
Or the cereal.
General Mills had it in their cereal, but they took it out. It looks like in 2015.
So that's what I'm saying. We're taking ingredients out of products and we're putting them into packaging.
But what I mean is, was it always in the packaging?
I don't think so. No, it was in the cracker rather than the liner.
So in theory, this thing gets, filled with Triscuits maybe, and then it gets filled with BHT and sealed.
I think it's probably a coating on the film,
plastic. Yeah.
As it gets formed, it's probably a vertical form, fill, seal machine kind of thing.
You know where we could see some of these, by the way?
Hack Expo,
Las Vegas, 2023 next week. We probably see some. We could probably ask some people there.
Let's check it out.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah.
So who are you gonna? All right. So who are you gonna check out for at Pack Expo?
I've got my app. This app, by the by, is pretty amazing. I learned about it from this guy Cory Connors was talking about it on social media.
Hate that guy.
I heard he's awesome. I heard he's amazing.
I thought to myself, I gotta go get this thing on my internet phone. So on my internet phone, this thing connects up to the internet. A phone. It's like
that looks like you clicked on Paw Patrol.
Wow.
I definitely did not click on Paw Patrol. Nor would I encourage anyone else to do so. But so I went in here, I searched for some exhibitors. I've got my planner. Gonna go see some friends who work at some companies, Clemson, IOPP. I even searched by Utah. I was like, what companies are here from Utah that I can go connect up with? So
great idea.
Montaigne Packaging, Promoc is going to be, they always have super impressive
incredible
display.
booth. Yeah.
Our friends at SpecRite are an SU 7670. And I love the university area, right? Florida, Michigan State, Clemson, Stout, Virginia Tech, Indiana State, San Jose State, Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, RIT, Rutgers. I got most of them. I probably forgot someone, but
so many great schools.
It's just cool. It's cool to see see college students just excited about packaging, because that was never me. I was just a business student at the greatest university in the entirety of the United States, Colorado State University. Go Rams. So, And the sustainability stage, I
Yeah.
saw right after we're talking, my friend Chris Davidson from West Rock is going to be talking. So I'm excited to not only share the stage with you two gentlemen and Jay Quinn Unpackaged, who better be on a billboard or I'm going to be disappointed.
Right.
But then right after I get to hang out and see my friend Chris Davidson, who was on my very first like 10 episodes of this show of my
Wow.
packaging podcast. So he's an OG of the POP. Yeah, you know me. So that's what I'm pumped for. How about you guys?
Sweet.
Yeah. Same. Well said.
That's it?
Who are you
so
gonna
much-
check
so
out,
much more.
Cory?
I'm excited for the Scotch 3M booth. I think they're going to be doing some pretty fun things with the Scotch Cushion Lock, which is a direct replacement for plastic bubble. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it.
Can I bring some Weenus lube down with me and just see
You
how it protects the lube?
You should. Yeah.
Okay.
You should. And as always, I'm excited to see the things that I don't know about yet. The things, the new booth that, oh, what is this? I've never heard of this. There's 1 million square feet of packaging wisdom in this place. There's over 30,000 people talking about what's the latest and greatest and how can we help each other be more sustainable? How can we help each other save money? Whatever your focus is, you'll find it there. It's incredible.
Was it Pack Expo that you saw the latch lock guy, or was that a different show?
Yeah, it was in the Pack Expo innovation stage.
Right.
I think they had like 25 brand new little tiny companies that were just coming up, and I went in there and took a video, and all of a sudden in a month their sales doubled. Incredible. One video changed their company.
That's right.
That's amazing.
So give us a call.
Yeah.
If you got a booth, you want to check us out, let us know.
Yep.
Talk to Charlie at
For
MKS
sure.
Media.
Hey, also I forgot, I'll have I have been making my kids practice their signatures, and so I'll have some kids books with me, the packaging peaks and the sticky situation that obviously a lot of them if you just buy it online it just comes in, but I'll have as many as I can carry with me. They'll be all signed by my tiny humans and myself and my wife, so come and see me. I'll have my Venmo.
So cool.
Just Venmo me $20 and then we'll
Boom.
be ready to roll.
Sweet.
I love that.
Slinging just out there. You want some Weenus lube? Who wants a book?
Like opening up your
T-shirt.
coat. Right here. I got all these.
Adam's gonna have the only mobile booth at
I got
Pack
these
Expo.
Rolexes. I got these Ray-Bans over here. What do you want?
I got this Weenus lube, and I got this,
Weenus
books.
lube right here. That's going to be an awkward conversation. Did you want to see some Weenus lube or no? Okay.
Tough.
All right. No,
Yeah.
pretty excited about Pack Expo. We got a lot of cool stuff to see. We'll be making a ton of videos. If you can't make it and you want to see something specifically, shoot us a message. Let us know what booth you'd like us to stop by. I would be happy to swing by and take some video and share it with you. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. I don't know. I'm just excited to walk down and stop at the moment I see something I haven't seen before, look at some automation. I talked to Tom Egan from PMMI. I talked about the automation that we should be seeing there and just some of the cool things that, again, that you haven't seen. Find some manufacturers, find some, equipment manufacturers as well. Like, there's just so much stuff that you can actually go check out. And just the cool part is it's unexpected, right? Like, you think you're going to go see something, but halfway down that aisle, you're going to find something completely different, and just it can change your entire business. So
I love
definitely check it out.
I love what Cory shared on TikTok.
I think I love what I share.
LinkedIn. I just don't follow you anymore.
I love what Evelio shared.
Evelio,
Thanks, Cory.
you've had some really awesome stuff, but specifically about Pack Expo. Cory shared some tips and tricks, so make sure to find that post. But the idea of having a plan but staying flexible, I thought was really critical. There's been a few years where I've just booked almost every available time, and I felt like, I'm going to be really productive, but I actually missed out. I got good time, but I missed out on so much of the show because I didn't leave space to just wander and discover. And there's something really important about that at these trade shows is if you have every moment booked up, you're going to be exhausted, right? But leave some time to rest, leave some time to just hang out and explore and do all that stuff. And I agree, Rebecca Wilson.
Yeah, well
That's
said,
right.
Rebecca Wilson.
So if you're going, stop us if you see us.
Yeah.
Please do.
Don't mind. We'll have like an entourage around us, but don't mind them.
Oh my gosh, you're so stupid. If there's nothing, if there's nothing that will humble a quote unquote packaging industry influencer, it's going to a packaging show and realizing there's like
Nobody
a
knows who
there
it
who are just like, hey, are you Adam? You're like, I know. It's
Which one are you?
there's like 100,000 people there, and like 5 will stop you.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And one that I left off my top 5 list that somebody commented that I thought was brilliant was wear comfortable shoes. Don't bring your fancy dress shoes. Bring your comfortable shoes. You're gonna walk a lot.
That's right. Bring your Kizik's.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good call, actually. Kizik should
sure.
send us free shoes.
I have spent a lot of money on Kizik's. I love them. They're amazing shoes, and they've sent me 0 free ones. So yes,
come on, Blake.
Come on, Blake.
We'll have Charlie connect up with Blake, and maybe you'll get some free shoes in 5 years.
So look at that.
What was on the bottom of it?
Scotch guard.
That was perfectly.
All right, man.
That was I can't even show you that. That was a prototype.
It's amazing.
He just puts Scotch guard on the bottom of the shoes and wears them and returns them. So
that's the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty genius idea. Hello.
Dude, that's old school.
It's accordion.
I can do this all day. What else do you want to see? I got lots of samples.
I still have this. I still have these from Fred.
Yeah.
Comparison. Paper or plastic.
I don't have all of my stuff is in my office right on the other side of this wall. I've got this. Does this count? Shoebox.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
that's pretty cool. What's that? What's on top?
What is that logo? That's fascinating.
These are Mike.
Is that like basketball related?
Yeah.
Is there BHT in that bag?
I believe so. These are Jordan 37s.
Don't eat them.
Air Jordan 37 shoes.
Wow, that's a huge shoe. Who wears a 37?
I wear a size 13. In case you're wondering, I have very large feet.
Those shoes are going to be way too big.
No, they're great. I wore them to play basketball the other day.
This is what I got. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't have shoes. I don't spend money on shoes, but I got these pretty sweet new Fairtex gloves that I can't use for a couple weeks.
Taking a break.
Taking a break. That's right. Taking a brain break here.
Or
healing.
Doesn't love a good thermal transfer label.
Ooh.
Ooh, just hear that. Just hear that.
And look, the liner is ripped. If you're struggling with tearing liners on your labels, contact me at myers.com. We can suggest the right liner for the right material.
Nice.
MHRS.com.
Extra BHT.
There's no BHT in our liners. This is gonna get really old really quick. We just keep grabbing stuff around us.
Whatever's on our desk.
Weston.
This is, these are pretty sweet. These are woven paper handles. They're woven into a tube.
Ooh, that is
and then they're flattened out, and it's 100% paper, PCW. These things stretch and
post-consumer waste.
Yeah, and they feel just like fabric. Those are woven over by the team at idpdirect.com.
How much PFAS is in there? 50?
None.
BHT
extra PFAS and BHT. Well,
Pantone, all the stuff you typically have.
Yeah, I got
nothing. And then
got nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Then my coffee capsule just waiting. Aluminum, recyclable.
Is it recyclable?
Yeah, it's 100%.
Hold up your fist, please.
Well, this isn't the only one. There's several of these, and you just go together, and then they recycle. Right.
Do you smelt it together?
He smelt it.
Yeah, I smelled it. I smell it.
If you smelt it, you felt it. That's what I've heard.
All right. We gotta go. Let's get stupid super fast.
We're getting the fart jokes, so it's time to get out of this show.
All right. We'll see you guys next week from Pack Expo, and we'll be posting a ton of stuff there. Super excited to go. If you're not going to go, let us know who you want to see or what you're interested in. We'll share it. And if you're going to go, come find us. And like I said before, first person to show up with an Unboxd tattoo gets $100. All right. We'll see you guys.
Live from Studio 3, this is Packaging Today.